Hmm. Right. We're just about at 8 o'clock. All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue. Once again, backed by popular demand, it's time for the AREG Net. This is VA3CJZ opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group for Wednesday, March 18th, 2026. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in Hamilton, Ontario, at the western tip of Lake Ontario. And we meet here every Wednesday between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on 146.430 megahertz. And since this is a simplex net, not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. So I also live stream this net, so people who tune in will be able to hear stations that they can't hear on their radio, hear how they sound on the air, see their signal strength, as well as see my station layout. Just type my call into the YouTube search bar. Again, it's VA3CJZ, and look for us under the live button. Or tonight's title will be AREG 1696, I believe. AREG Week 1696. That's 1,696 weeks that AREG has been on the air once a week. All right, I'd like to congratulate all the newly licensed hams and welcome you to the hobby, as well as returning amateurs who have been on break. Welcome back. And I'd like to ask everyone to please leave a 1 second delay between transmissions to allow others to break in. Are there any one and done in and out or portable priority traffic stations who would like to check in now? Please come ahead. All right, nothing heard. And so I'll open up the net to anyone and everyone with a valid license. And VE3 PDL, Papa Delta Lima, I did hear you in there. So I'll put you at number one so you don't have to check in right now. Anyone else? Please come now. All right. Anyone who would like to check into the AREG net, please come now. This is VA3CJZ.
VA3 IMW.
All right, we'll start with that. VA3 IMW. Mac, come on in. Not like the pile up. Oh, geez, I was going to take Paul first. So hang tight there, Mac. VE3 Papa Delta Lima. Paul.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Mac. And I noticed there's a few check-ins already. It looks like on the YouTube live stream there. Anyway, good evening to one and all. Just figured I'd throw it in the pot there, Chuck. Not sure if I'll be around for the whole thing or not, but anyway, there's one bean for you, sir. VE3PDL back to net control.
All right, Paul. Thanks for checking in. Boy, I was listening to Chris's net there, VE3 RWJ, and on the Burlington repeater, and he said he got like 10 more check-ins than he did last week. So I made a comment that it's probably because no one can afford to go on March break because, of course, this week is March break and everyone's at home, right?
Yeah, everyone with kids.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, Paul, great signal. I got you at an S9 here. Nice clean audio. What antenna are you on now?
Just a little discount on the garage, up about 12 feet. I haven't gotten around to pulling the old one down that broke in the wind, so it'll probably be there for, till the house gets sold or something.
Oh dear. Yeah, I know. I hear you. If it's that much of a hassle, or hey, you never know. Somebody might be able to rent you one of those little portable buckets or cherry pickers. You can just wheel right back into your backyard, and there you go, right?
Rather keep the $300, $400 it would cost me to rent that and just run with the discount.
Or just get Albert to pull up with one of his big pieces of equipment. Oh, geez, yeah, I hear you. All right, Paul. Thanks for your check-in, buddy. I do appreciate it. Anything else, bud?
No, sir. I tried to keep it short and sweet because I know you're going to get your ear talked off here next, so I'll listen along for that and maybe more. You never know. You know me, I chime in every once in a while, so. Mac, I think it's your turn, driver. V3PDL.
That's right. Let's turn it over to Mac VA3 IMW.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on net. That's the, let me see here. One, two, three. Yeah, that's a crowd. You're doing a fine job tonight. Yes, I did listen along with Chris's net. Actually streamed it for him, and then I sent him a little email to say, hey, go find out how you sound. So looking for some feedback from Chris on whether maybe he will adapt the process of streaming his own nets, or who knows. Anyways, I trust you got all the bugs worked out of your computers and cameras and mixers and all the ancillary equipment. So obviously everything's working fine. This week is a total breeze getting back and forth to work. It's just like there's nobody in the way. I'm not looking forward to next Monday when the world comes back to life and everybody gets in my way. Anyways, it's what is it? 3 degrees, or sorry, minus 3 degrees right now. Still not the balmy 72 degrees that I'm looking forward to, but it's better than minus 10 or 12 degrees. So we'll take that as a positive direction, and certainly looking forward to flipping the seasons over this weekend, officially moving into spring. April showers bring May flowers, and May flowers make people sneeze, so everybody's going to be happy. Anyways, I'll be here for the duration, Chuck. Looking forward to the trivia and all the rest of the stuff that goes with it. And thank you in advance for all the kind entertainment that you're providing to the ham radio community. Back to you, sir.
All right. I was waiting for the repeater to drop. Very good, Mac. And thanks for doing the backup stream. Uh, you know what it was that was not allowing my streaming software um, to hear the radio? It turns out that in my sound settings, I had to disable what was it? Enhanced audio or something like that, which means it was overloading. And yeah, I was getting a weird echo. It was strange. But anyways, I tried everything I could think of, and then I said, oh, why don't I go and try and disable that? And sure enough, and I went to bed. So I got up this morning and voila, it worked. So I've only had this new laptop now for 2 days, and so I didn't do the transfer from the one to the other because the other one was a mess, and I ended up redoing reinstalling the Windows and that, and So I started with a clean slate here, and so transferring some of the files that I needed, I had to do on thumb drive, and so it's all good. Want to say a big shout out to Droner Wayne who checked in, and MHV Mark, VA3 Mark Hotel Victor. Wade is in there, VA3NCA. Good evening, everyone. And BC 132. And so, welcome to the net. I am successfully streaming on YouTube. Just type in VA3CJZ, click on the live button, and you can follow us along there. Or you can drop in and say hi to MaxNet, who is also streaming tonight because I wasn't sure I'd be able to do it. Thank you again, Mac. Anything else for now?
Nothing at this point in time. I'll let you know if anything crops up and itches my little gray cells.
All right, sounds good. Okay, then let's see who else is out there would like to check in on tonight's Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Please come now.
VA3NCA.
VA3SMN.
Okay, I got NCA and SMN. Was there another station doubling there? Please go.
VA3MHV, Chuck.
Oh, we got another Chuck in there. Right on. All right, let's bring in Wade, VA3 November Charlie Alpha.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Wow, got something there in my throat, but I managed to croak it out here. Good evening, Chuck, and good evening, everybody on net tonight. Nice that we're here on a Wednesday. Yeah, it was work from work today, so I was at work, but I managed to get home maybe about 45 minutes ago, so plenty of time to get settled in and make my check-in here. I was reminded by BC 132K on the YouTube stream that I knew it was coming up, but Sable Island is active. It sounds like their QRV out on Sable Island, which is kind of a nice Canadian de-expedition for that matter. So it sounds like they are on 40-meter CW right now. And I was able to hear my pitiful CW. I was able to pick out CY0S. Not much more, but anyways, I was able to kind of listen real hard and hear it. So I think it's them. But I think they're there at least all week. So very interesting. Their website seems down. It seems pretty busy. It's not responding, but they do have a little bit of information up on their QRZ page at Charlie Yankee Zero Sierra. Other than that, not much else, but I am here for the duration for sure. Looking forward to all of the festivities of AREG. Thanks again, Chuck. Back to you.
All right, very good, Wade. Quick question. Is there a long delay between transmissions? I know you do both there usually. How's the latency tonight?
Sorry there, Chuck. I don't know what happened, but I suddenly really lost you. I didn't catch any of that. Back to you.
All right. How about now? Can you hear me all right now? Is my audio too low?
Yeah, you were in there, and then the static overtook you. I don't know what's going on. Maybe somebody's playing games. I don't know, but I caught you that time.
All right, very good. I was just wondering how the latency was from the stream. Is it slow, or is it just a few seconds?
Yeah, I think tonight it is actually fairly slow, maybe slower than usual. It's workable though. I do have it up. I'm listening. I just was filling in the gap though, maybe 10 seconds, maybe a little more, 15 seconds maybe. But it is workable, but I think it's maybe a little longer than it has been in the past. Over you.
All right, I got to figure a way out to not have to make that adjustment every time I do a stream. Because I did go in earlier and set it to low latency. And so I do know that if you put it just on regular latency. It's about a 15 to 20-second delay, so that's probably what's going on right now. But okay, very good then, because I know my laptop is running a lot faster than the other one. My streaming software tells me how much percentage of the CPU is being used. And with the other laptop, it was in the 40s with me running the three cameras here. And tonight, it's only doing about 14% CPU. So that's really good. Okay, I'll send it back to you there, Wade.
Yeah, it sounds like maybe, is this a new laptop, I guess, or something you've changed there, either the machine or the settings? Yeah, that utilization down around the 15% is pretty good. And yeah, it's interesting that it won't save the latency settings. I'm assuming that's a YouTube setting, or maybe it's a streaming software. Anyways, it is about what you said, Doug. If you're saying that low latency or regular latency is 15 to 20 seconds, that's about what we're seeing. But the stream is not spinning and it's not stuttering, so it's doing well, just a short bit behind. Other than that, though, I think there were a couple people who called in behind me. I'll let you pick them up, but the stream is doing pretty good overall. VA3CJZ, VA3, back to you there, Chuck.
Okay, Wade, sounds good. Thanks for that. All right, well, let's bring in Matt, VE3 Sierra Mike November.
Good evening, Chuck. Good evening, everyone on the net and on the stream. Happy to be here tonight. I actually got off work early today. Can you believe that? I was home by 20 after 4. It's a miracle.
Well, that's nice.
But either way, here I am, looking forward to the rest of the evening and the show, of course. Back to you, Chuck.
Okay, very good, Matt. Sounding good tonight. So yeah, we're still going to be on the cooler side of things there for March break, and then hopefully, well, I looked at the Weather Network long range forecast, and it looks like it's going to be just like this for the rest of the month. So another 2 weeks, and then April. Hopefully, April brings some good weather. But at least we're not experiencing a what do they call that? An atmospheric river in BC. They were talking about 200 millimeters of rain in some spots, 100 in others. That's crazy.
Yes, that is definitely crazy. I did see that on the news. I guess it was yesterday, about the 100 to 200 millimeters or something like that. I was like, nah, it's got to be a mistake. But yeah, I feel bad for them. We're going to get maybe a little showers here and there. It's going to stay above zero. It's all good. VE3SMN, VA3CJZ. I'll let you carry on with the net, Chuck. I'm looking forward to the rest, and we'll talk later.
All right, sounds like a plan, Matt. Thanks for checking it. And let's go and say hi to Mark. Victor Alpha 3, Mark Hotel Victor. Come on in.
VA3CJZ, VA3MHV. Evening, Chuck. All on the net, all on the stream. Nice to see you have your new computer up and running, Chuck. I was just listening along there. I'm thinking about the latency, and I imagine you fully intend to go in and play with the settings and get it closer to what it used to be, but that might actually give us a little trivia advantage tonight. If you're playing on the stream, we'll be entering answers in the chat if we're listening to our radio before they even come across the stream. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Looking forward to the trivia anyway, Chuck. I always do. It's my favorite part. Haven't been doing a lot of radio. Been doing a little bit lately, but I've been TCB on some other areas that I got to get nailed down. So I will be getting back into it heavier and just looking after these other things as of late. And working, of course. You know, you have to feed the machine. That's about all, though, Chuck. I'll be listening along. I'll be here for the duration. Looking forward to the trivia, and thank you for doing it. VA3CJZ, VA3MHB.
All right, sounds good, Mark. And yeah, gotta gotta do that work thing. And especially now with things going on in the world and the prices of everything going up again. Yeah. So, anyways, we won't get into that. And yes, I've only had this thing for 2 days now, Mark, and it's amazingly fast, really good. But like I said, I had to transfer some of the files that I needed. I don't think I don't have it all fully set up the way I like it yet. And so when I do, I'll be happier. But for now, I'm quite happy. I got to be able to stream the net on YouTube tonight because I was a little worried there. It looked like it wasn't my streaming software was not recognizing the radio audio, but now it is. I figured it out. Okay. So thanks again, Mark. And so with that, I want to say uh, hello to Bill if you're listening, VE3IUK. I do have you in the log. Uh, Thanks for taking the time out and enjoy your company. And with that, who else is out there would like to stop by and say hi here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group?
3 VNW, portable.
VE3BNW Portable. Bill, come on in.
Good evening. Just jump in there. Upload your needs in there. We can check in on. I'll check in on.
Well, Bill, I'm sorry to say that that was a complete waste of breath. I was able to hear you when you checked in, but this time it was all static, and I don't even know if my needle was moving at all. So try it again, Bill. See if you can get into a sweet spot.
How's that sound there?
Yeah, that's better. At least now you're an S2. So whereabouts are you?
I was down here by near Mount Albion in the car, the portal, so that's probably why I've got the antenna. I'm sorry. I have an antenna, just have to, but I'm sorry.
Ah, okay, very good on the handy talkie. All right, well, you're making it. That's a valley over there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's down at the little park down here.
Right, right. Mount Albion. Okay. Everything going good with you, Bill?
Oh yeah, can't complain. Since last week didn't check in because this little buddy. This week I'm letting the mother babysit, so it's good. And so I get some time. I was going to check in later too on the other radio I've been working on, the TM741. I hooked up a different microphone and amplifier port. I've had an old DJ mixer I had lying around with an amplifier on it, and some of my Shure microphones I had lying around for doing my audio days in bands, and I hook it up to see what it sounds like.
All right, absolutely. Are you going to check in with the TM what is it, 741? Are you going to do that later?
Yeah, I'll check that. I'll do that in later. I'll be at the home probably about 10, 15 minutes.
All right, copy that. 10 to 15 minutes back at home. All right, Bill, anything else before I do another shout out?
That's it for now, Chuck. Carry on, and we'll be back.
All right, he'll be back. Okay, very good. So that clears my list. Once again, let's see who else is out there would like to stop by and check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Chuck, in Hamilton, VA3 CJZ.
Victor Echo 3, Lima, Bravo, India.
Victor Echo 3, Lima, Bravo, India.
Good evening, all. Everybody on the net tonight. Evening, Chuck. Thanks for doing it again this week.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely there, Larry. Of course, we'll do a plug for you there for Friday at 8 p.m. Larry will have the Friday night ZOE Ragchu on the VE3 ZOE repeater at 7 p.m. 443.075. And so it's March break, Larry. Do you have the little guy or what?
No, no. The daughter has a place downtown he goes to for 5 days. Quite reasonable. They do crafts. He's there all day. Swimming. I'm sure they play games and stuff like that. So he's quite active down there doing that.
Oh, okay, very good. Maybe if you back off on your mic a little bit, Larry, tonight you're screaming, you're overloading the microphone here, so or the my earbuds. So yeah, a little bit loud, but yeah, it's March break and probably a lot of kids are spending time with their parents, whether they're at home or on vacation. But geez, where do you go if you've got money to go somewhere? And you don't want to go to the States, I don't know, the Caribbean, I guess, right? That'd be the safest bet.
Yeah, is that any better, Chuck? I actually had the microphone up high. I didn't realize it was.
Yeah, much better, Larry. Thank you. So, yeah, considering everything that's going on all over the world, I think the Caribbean islands would be the best place to avoid any bombs going off.
Well, you can't go to Cuba. It's closed. They must be
Yeah.
losing millions and millions of dollars down there. I feel sorry for them. They had a complete blackout. They haven't got any oil. So anyway, that's another story. Won't go there. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of people, I think, are spending their time in Canada, maybe in doing some east and west stuff. To anybody from the Ontario area, like you say, Caribbean, Florida-wise, or down in the States, Florida. I don't know. I have really good friends of ours. They actually have a trailer down in Florida. They spend, I think, 3, possibly 4 months down there, and they come back up into Ontario here. But you're right. I don't know. I don't know where you go. The way things are costing-wise nowadays, I mean, for gas, it's just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. And that orange guy down there keeps wanting to gobble up every country's oil and minerals, and somebody's gonna have to stop that guy. I'm telling you, it's getting out of control now. What he started with Venezuela. Well, first he picked on Canada, and then what is it, Greenland, Venezuela, Cuba, Iran. He's all over the place. And he basically hijacked uh, an oil tanker there from Venezuela and said, "We're keeping the oil." And so, yeah, I don't want to get too much into politics there, but it's getting out of control.
Nope, I agree with you 100%. So, anyways, other than that, pleasant day. We decided to make a run to Costco today. Went out and got the bare essentials again. We normally need it, so that was kind of the day out. Got out there, left here. It was nice and sunny. Got out there, and it was snowing when we left. So hard you could barely see up the road. And then, of course, we came back this way, and it was all cleared up and no sunshine anymore. But still a pleasant drive.
All right, very good. So, I don't know what's going on with the YouTube stream here with Basement Labs, but you're going to have to keep the chats friendly, or else you will be kicked out. So just a fair warning. Anyways, everyone, get along and have fun. That's what we're here for. And Larry, thank you so much for your check-in. Much appreciated, sir. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Thanks for picking me up, and I'll pass it back to you. See who else was behind me there. All right, I'll be listening along. BE3LBI.
All right, very good, Larry. Thank you so much again. So let's see who else is out there would like to check into the AREG Net. This is VA3CJZ.
Just a quick note there, Chuck. Kilo Charlie 9, Quebec Victor Echo, checking in from Kokomo, Indiana. And the name for the log is Tony.
Ah, okay, Tony. Is that Michael Snake? Is Tony VA3MDN? All right, thank you very much for checking in. Much appreciated. Well, just added you to the log there. Unfortunately, I had to get another certificate from LOTW, and so my logging software is not doing the call sign lookup, but at least the log works. So you're added to the list there. Thank you. And let's see. I guess we can do some announcements.
B&W recheck.
Ah, BNW recheck. Yeah, you got a bit of a buzz in there. Come on in, Bill.
Yeah, this device is telling you I'm working on here. I'm back in the shack again. Another reason why you couldn't hear me on the portable, I looked down, I was on 0.5 watts. So I guess I was doing all right for that sort of power from where I was.
Oh, yeah, no wonder, eh? You were doing, what is that, milliwatts?
Yeah, 500 milliwatts, basically half a watt, yeah.
Wow, outstanding then. All right. Well, I feel good I was able to hear you. And yeah, you're gonna have to go to the YouTube stream there, Bill, and listen to yourself. Um, you got a big buzz going in with your audio.
Okay, Chuck, thanks. I'll check it out.
All right, very good. The time is 8:32. So 32 minutes in, when you go to look at the video, I'm not sure. Yeah, so there you go. All right, anyone else out there wishing to check in to the AREG Net? Any questions, comments, or check-ins, please come now. I see Matt was wondering if that was a new microphone. Well, I've had it for a couple of months. If you're talking about the Aqua Blue microphone there, that is a Rode uh, N1 Signature Series condenser microphone. Works great. Usually I have that uh, Rode uh, uh, filter, pop filter, facing downwards. So that's probably why in previous recordings you couldn't really see it. That's like the microphone I'm using now. It has that purple pop filter that slides right over the microphone. Uh, but I'd rather not have it to have it show. It's a really nice looking microphone, but I don't want that plosives in my audio, so I use the pop filter. There you go. All right, glad to have answered that for you there, Matt. And okay, anyone else out there wishing to check in, please come now. All right, let's go to contestcalendar.com, and we got a couple of contests here. Uh, the Russian DX contest for CW and sideband, and the bands are 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. Contest starts 1200 Zulu March 21st to 1200 Zulu March 22nd. So 1200 Zulu would be at 7 or 8 in the morning, I think. So yeah, there you go. All right. Next, we've got the Virginia QSO party. That's going to be in two time portions. It's for CW, phone, and digital. All bands except the Warwick bands. And the Virginia QSO party starts at 1400 Zulu March 21st to 0400 Zulu March 22nd. And then the second half of it starts at 1200 Zulu March 22nd and ends at 2400 Zulu on March 22nd. And then there's a bunch of really small contests I'm not going to mention. If you want to check it out, go to contestcalendar.com, click on the 8-day button at the top next to the home button, and you'll see what's coming up for the next 8 days. We have uh, a big pop-off memorial contest I forgot to mention. Also CW and sideband, and that's 10, 15, 20, 40, and 80 meters. I'm assuming that's another Russian contest, like uh, the actual Russian DX contest. So Popov just sounds Russian to me. I don't know. All right. So with that, does anyone here have anything they would like to announce? Anything that's coming up? Please come now.
VA3IMW.
VA3IMW. Go ahead.
Not really much of an announcement, Chuck. Just wondered if you have seen Tamitha Skov's latest video release. I haven't seen it myself, but I did see it pop up on my news feed. And usually when she's wearing the red shirt, it means that Mr. Sun is going to become a little more active. So I'm not sure if you had seen that and what the inferences were.
Actually, Mac, I have that video posted up on the Facebook AREG page, and I just put it up earlier today. And I think the title has the word direct hit. Earth taking a direct hit, I think was part of the title there. So I didn't watch the entire video, just about a minute. I've been so busy lately, getting everything set up here. So um, yeah. So yes, I am aware. I saw her with a maroon colored top, I think it was.
What a maroon. Yep. Anyways, yeah, the color of the shirt actually does have a significance, and she alluded to that in some of her previous videos. But red
Ah,
shirt is usually the indication that there's a high amount of activity coming out of Mr. Sun. So I'll be looking forward to taking a peek at that at my leisure. Back to you.
all right, very good. Thanks for that, Mac. I don't think I ever caught her mentioning anything about the color of her tops there, so that's good. Thanks. All right. So is there anyone else that would like to mention any upcoming events that they'd like to bring out here? Please come now. All right. So Yeah, I'm a little disappointed there. The latency is longer than I had hoped for, but I'll look into that as well as all the other stuff I got going on, computer related. And some people think, they can get everything done in a quick amount of time. I got news for you. There's always something that's hidden that you got to change. You got to look it up, and then you got to do this, that, the other thing. So, anyways, all right. So tonight I've got some trivia, good new trivia lined up. Again, with the new laptop, I decided to. Oh, and I also didn't have a Microsoft Word capability with the new Windows 11 Home. They want you to pay for Microsoft 365 uh, on a monthly or yearly plan, and I'm like, why was it free before and now it's not? Come on. So I had to use an alternative. What's it called? Uh, I don't know. Anyways, it's another document uh, program, and we're going with that for now. All right, let me line up the stream and my trivia page. Just give me one moment here. Yeah, LibreOffice, they wanted me to buy that one too. Buy, rent, whatever. As soon as I see them asking for upgrades, uh, like this software I'm using now, every time I open up a document, I get uh, upgrade. No. But I thought it was LibreOffice was free. If you got a link to a free version, Wade, send it to me.
VA3NCA.
Yeah, go ahead.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Yeah, no, it is free. It should be free. They may ask for a donation someplace, potentially, because that's usually how they fund themselves on donations. But it is basically free, and I just checked out LibreOffice.org, O-R-G, it's a .org. And yeah, right on the top page, there's a free download. So take another look. They're up to version 26, and I've always had good luck with it on my own machines, because you're right, I won't pay for Office. Of course, it's on my work machine because it's work, but I've never had a problem with the LibreOffice suite, and it works under Linux and under Windows. Quite a good system. So if you are looking, take another look. But go to the .org site, and I think you'll find they don't require a charge. Also, just really quick, I mentioned it earlier, but Sable Island, they are a Poda Park, and they are a DXpedition, and they are QRV. A day early, actually. I think they were planning to go to start yesterday or tomorrow, but looks like they're coming up in the ham alerts and the spotting pages. So if anybody's looking to get to Sable Island, keep an ear out. Back to you there, Chuck.
All right. Yeah, if only my DX cluster map worked on AC log. It quit working on the other laptop, and I can't get the DX cluster to populate. I don't know what the heck is going on, but I'm not giving up on that either. That thing has been working like a charm for me for years, and all of a sudden now it's giving me problems. So, all right, Wade, LibreOffice.org, and I see Steel City Coach there saying he's used Open Office for documents and using it free for years. Very good, thanks. I'll be looking at that. And let me see now, where is that? .org. Okay, let me try that. Oh, out now, LibreOffice 26.2. Okay, download it. Thanks, Wade. All right, let's get back to the live stream here. There's Albert. Hey, good evening, Albert. Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango. I'll add you to my log right now. Albert, how's things in Barrie? All right. Okay, so Bravo Tango's in the log. Let's see, before I start the trivia for tonight, is there anyone else out there that would like to stop in and say hi, check in? VA3CJZ, please come now. All right, tonight we're starting off with 435 trivia questions, but we won't ask all of them tonight. Uh, uh, don't worry. And Albert says he's staying out of trouble. Yeah, I don't know. How does that go? When the cat's away, the mice will play. Anyways, all right. Uh, Open office as well. Okay, very good, Wade. 2010. All right, so the first question, let's start off with what color are Dorothy's slippers in the original Wizard of Oz book? What color are Dorothy's slippers in the original Wizard of Oz book? The book, not the movie. Eh, I lost my sound effects too. We'll have to do something about that. All right, the answer is silver. In the book, the slippers are silver. The movie, though, they're red. All right, who plays the Phantom of the Opera in the 1925 silent film? Oh, you got to go. We know, we've seen this guy in, it's a guy, and we've seen him in plenty of talking movies, but I'm guessing he started off in the silent movies. Who plays Phantom of the Opera in the 1925 silent film? Anyone?
Is that Bela Lugosi?
Oh, you're close. You're close. You're along the same lines, and the answer is Lon Chaney. Lon Chaney and Lon Chaney Jr. Played in a lot of those Dracula movies, Frankenstein movies, and so on. All right. Okay. How many United States have no statewide sales tax? There are some states that have no sales tax. How many? You don't have to name them, but how many do you think there are? I think I remember Alberta had no provincial tax there for a while. I don't know if they still do. All right, so we've got six, three. Wade says 20, and Larry says 15. Okay, anyone else? All right, the answer is five. Five U.S. states have no statewide sales tax. Don't ask me what they are, but I think maybe Florida is one of them. Let me know if you guys find out. Actually, Mark was close. Mark said six, and the answer was five. So Mark was the closest. Uh, yeah. All right. So next question. Where did mahjong originate? That's easy. All right. Wade got that one right. The answer is China. Pretty easy one, I'd say. All right. Now, here's one to make you think. What is the only continent without an active volcano? There's only one answer here. So, what is the only continent without an active volcano? Yeah, you would think it was Antarctica, but it's not. Guess again. Guess again there, Wade, or anyone else.
I would try Australia.
Oh, and look at that. Mac beat out Wade. It is Australia, even though Wade got it right as well. But way to go, Mac. Very good. All right. Ooh, here's an interesting one. What was the first fully CGI feature film? What was the first fully CGI feature film? Believe it or not, it was an animated movie called Toy Story. And I understand, I think this month there's a brand new Toy Story coming out. So we'll probably watch that when we can. Oh, we asked this one before, but let's try it. What is the only letter not used in any U.S. state? So, what's the only letter not used in any U.S. state name? What's that letter? And Z is in Arizona, so that's not it. Oh, I see Matt. Matt's the winner there. It is Q. The letter Q is not in any U.S. state name. Larry got in there as well. LBI. That's the right answer. All right, we asked this one, I think, not too long ago. What is a group of flamingos called? It's called a flamboyance. And did you know flamingos are born white? They turn pink from the a certain algae or something they eat, and it makes them turn pink, but they're born white. What is the largest island in the Caribbean? What's the largest? Someone mentioned it earlier. It is Cuba. Cuba is the largest Caribbean island. Which ancient culture is credited with developing the first toothpaste using crushed ox hooves? Ooh. Which ancient culture is credited with developing the first toothpaste using crushed ox hooves? Actually, it was just before the Romans. It was the Egypts. Egypt was the culture. The Egyptians. They had some weird stuff they made back in the day. All right. What's the first permanent English settlement in North America? Where, what was actually the first permanent English settlement in North America? That's close, Wade. It's actually Jamestown. Jamestown is the first permanent English settlement in North America. Uh, who was the notorious pirate known as Blackbeard? Anyone know his name? And apparently, when they executed him, he never did say where his treasure was, so his treasure is still out there somewhere. Who was the notorious pirate known as Blackbeard? His name was Edward Teach. From what grain is whiskey made of? From what grain is whiskey made from? Yeah, I would tend to agree, folks. Rye, but I have barley here, so you might want to look that up and see if that's the right answer or not. But from what grain is whiskey made? Says barley here. What's the longest river in Canada? Everybody should know this. What is the longest river in Canada? Oh, Matt, you're funny. You should always listen to your wife. Is she there listening now?
Yeah, she joined me tonight.
She's a smart cookie. All right, very good. Hello there, Mrs. Matt. So the longest river in Canada. No one has an answer. Oh, the St. Lawrence from Wade, and Mark says Fraser, and Mark is correct. No, it's right next door. The Mackenzie River is the longest river in Canada. Does anybody know who wrote the novel Frankenstein? I bet you if Bill IUK was here, he'd know the answer. Who wrote the novel Frankenstein?
Was that Mary Shelley?
Ooh, yes, that's correct, Mac. And Wade knew that one too. Mary Shelley. Who wrote the epic poems, the Iliad and the Odyssey? Homer is correct. Way to go, Wade. Uh, which body organ filters blood in humans?
The liver? No, wait a minute. The kidneys.
Well, in my case, it's the one kidney. I only have one due to an accident I had as a child at the age of 8. My brand new Mustang bicycle, 3 speed, not paying attention, drove right into a parked car on my street and had internal bleeding. So it actually, back then, they couldn't tell what happened, but when I turned 30 years old, a doctor wanted to check why I had high blood pressure. And so he sent me for one of those What do you call those when pregnant women get that thing they put over their belly there? They put the gel on and they scan it. I forget the name of that thing. What do they call ultrasound? Yeah, and the technician was like, "Well, I see the kidney on the left side, but I don't see one on the right." And I'm like, "Ah, that's why," because I remember now. So, anyways, yeah, the kidneys was the right answer. What is the rarest natural element on Earth? Never even heard of this word before, but maybe some of you smart people know it. What's the rarest natural element on Earth? Astatin. Isn't that what I take for cholesterol? It says here astatine. There's an E at the end of astatin. So that's the answer. I was watching the news the other night and there's some kid who recited, I think it was 300 or 400 numbers uh, in pi. I couldn't believe it. He was right. Unobtainium. That's nice, Wade. Yep. Unobtainium. Okay. Ah, the war wolf, quote unquote, was a medieval weapon believed to have been the world's largest. What was it? The war wolf was a medieval weapon believed to have been the world's largest. What was it? Absolutely correct there, Wade. It is the trebuchet. I saw a guy launch a car using one of those. Which country celebrates Tomatina with an annual tomato fight?
Only in Spain, my friend.
That's right, España. Only in Spain. Tomatina, annual tomato fight. Oh, I would have loved to have gone to one of those. Oh, here's one for Mac and anyone else who can answer it. Which herb is used to make a traditional béarnaise sauce? Which herb is used to make a traditional béarnaise sauce? Oh, it's tarragon. Which famous physicist was a high school dropout? Oh, I keyed with you. What was that?
Einstein.
Absolutely. Albert Einstein was a high school dropout. Who do we have here?
B&W.
Oh, Bill, your buzz is gone. So what did you do?
Change radios for a moment.
Okay, that'll do it. Very good then. Okay. All right. Let's go back to it here. We'll swap out some QSL cards in there. Um, Ooh, I think we've done this one before. What was the first toy advertised on television? What was the first toy ever advertised on television? Oh, that's a good answer, Wade, but that's eh. You too, Matt. You get an eh. Hula hoop? Nope. Come on, think back now. Anyone?
I think it's between Lego and a Slinky.
Yeah, it's not a slinky or the hula hoop or skull darts, marbles. Advertised on television. The first toy advertised on television was Mr. Potato Head. All right. Where are we here? What is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea?
Is that Crete?
Well, you're in the general area, but that is the Mediterranean. Nope. Eh. Anyone else? What is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea? That's where all the mobsters start out. That would be Sicily. Hey, I just saw BK there pop up on the screen, and there's my favorite car, the Charger. And there's DCS Dave. Good evening, Dave. I will add you to the log. Very good. Hope things are well with you. Okay, let's get back to it here. Where was I? This one, this one, back to this one. So Sicily was the answer, and we've done this next question a few times. What is the only mammal capable of true flight? The bat is correct. Wade and Mark got that right. Uh, ooh. What was the first billion-dollar movie? Hang on, I got to put my finger up to my bottom lip there. What was the first billion-dollar movie? That would be Titanic. Titanic, can you believe that, eh? I don't know how people come up with these tests that they do, but what is the fastest running insect? Like, did they get a grant from the government to check that out? What is the fastest running insect? Personally, I thought it was the American cockroach. They're fast. But the answer is not the cockroach. Wade got that same idea. It's actually the Australian tiger beetle. See, that's where our hard-earned money goes to when you give it to the government. Let's see what insect is the fastest runner. All right. Who was the legendary king with the golden touch?
can get your muffler service there too.
Yep, been there, done that. Is in fact King Midas. Uh, wow, never heard of it. Okay, which fruit was cultivated in Japan to naturally grow in square shapes for easier transport?
I think they made a square or cube-shaped tomato.
Yeah, but they're famous for the watermelon. I think I remember like 40 years ago or something. It first came out that they were making square watermelon. So let's see. The first one to get that right was Wade, and then Larry. Ah, interesting. In which country is home to the world's oldest known cave paintings? Which country? It's actually Indonesia. Didn't I would never have thought that. I wonder how old that is. Because there's some pretty old cave paintings. That's how the movie Prometheus started. Remember that? Uh, what country is there? Yeah. Indonesia. What is I always hated this one. What is the main ingredient in traditional Scottish black pudding? The main ingredient.
Blood.
Yeah, and I don't want to know what kind either. It is blood.
Well, it's nose to tail consumption, right? Save the blood, mix it with oats, and pack it in casings, smoke it, hang it, dry it. Yum, get you some.
Yeah. Well, if it's Scottish, I think you were right there, Wade. It's probably sheep. Uh, how many sides does a tetradecagon decagon have? How many sides? A tetradecagon. 14 is the answer. All right, now the Indus Valley, is that like in Afghanistan? Because I remember hearing that term mentioned quite a bit. The next question here says, why is the Indus Valley civilization enigmatic? Why is the Indus Valley civilization enigmatic? It says here because we haven't deciphered their script. So we haven't deciphered their language. Hmm. Uh, what summer Olympic sport uses a piste? Piste. That's French. What summer Olympic sport uses a piste? Piste. And that's fencing, folks. What is the name of the dog in Family Guy? No, that's not it, Wade. What's the name of the dog in Family Guy? Anyone? Any other names? It's Brian. Brian. Yeah, it's not a dog name, but that's like my daughter. My daughter called one of our cats, what was it? Lisa? Yeah. All right. What element was once called brimstone? And that is correct, Wade. It is sulfur, spelt with an F. Nice try. What was the first city to reach a population of 1 million?
Toronto.
Oh, that voice sounds familiar. Who is that?
Oh, VA3NFG. Right, I didn't check in yet. Oh, I gotta check in on the YouTube stream there. Is that a
Did you?
Canadian city?
Canada is only a couple of hundred years old. Think back older.
Okay. City? Let's see. Who could that be? Would that be? Oh, you got me there, Chuck. There's too many cities to consider. I'm thinking somewhere in Europe.
Well, you're correct on that. They have the oldest civilizations there, and the first city to reach a population of 1 million was Rome.
Oh, I was gonna say Rome too. Too bad.
Yeah, nice try. So, how you doing, Steve? How's mom and the sister?
Well, they're both doing well. Um, we've my mom's got a few more rounds of radiation there, and then we're due for another appointment and see what the good old doc has said. So, or actually, what the how the radiation's going. So there are some tests coming up, that'll take a little bit of time. So she's going to be in there for, I would think, the better part of 2 weeks for sure that we know of. And my sister is starting her speech therapy in order to get that back in a full, consistent flow of words. So she's getting stuck on certain pronunciations, but it's coming along. You know how what the saying is. What is the saying? I can't even think. Well, it's not gonna be super fast, that's for sure. So steady but surely, I think, is one of them. Back to you, Chuck.
Yeah, it's basically retraining your muscles to do what they used to when speaking. So, yeah. Um, good luck with that. Um, so I'm glad to hear, considering, everything. And how's mom taking that treatment she's taking there? Is it making her feel crappy or what?
No. Surprisingly, I expected her not to feel too good after that. However, what they're telling us today, it takes a week or 7, 8, 9, 10 days there to feel the side effects of the radiation. So first treatment was yesterday. She had one today. She got 3 more to go, and we'll see how she feels about midweek. will be the question there, Chuck. But we'll give you the update as we get it there. So I don't know. She's pretty tough, you know. Tough people, that European descent for sure. So yeah, fingers crossed. She doesn't do too bad during the side effects there next week. Hopefully she doesn't have any, but it's possible she might not have any. But we're just gonna have to take it day by day for now.
Okay, Steve. Well, thanks for the update. And you know, speaking of tough and tough women, um, I just heard recently that they figured out why women live longer than men. And that has something to do with the two different chromosomes. The chromosomes uh, that women have, X and Y, and men have the X only. So they say that that's true in all animals except birds. It's the reverse, I think, in birds. But yeah, interesting. All right, Steve, thanks for the check-in and the update. Anything else before I carry on?
No, sir. Good timing. Got a phone call. Thanks, VA for Energy.
All right, very good then. Okay, anyone else out there wishing to check into our net, please come now.
The 3 Bravo Kilowatt.
VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Rick, come on in. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I just came off 80 meters and did a test of that tuner I got, tunes anything. I'm telling you, I tuned up my 40-meter antenna on 80 meters, and I talked to Randy up north. He had a little bit of trouble hearing me on that one, but I went on the loop. I'm on using loop for 80 meters, and I'm 5.9 plus up there, so that's pretty good. Oh, hey, we're lucky where we live here, Chuck. Those guys are all complaining about 6 inches of snow and being cold. Well, the temperature's gone down here, but at least our snow's melted away there, over.
Yeah. We just have to deal with below seasonal temperatures now, till the end of the month at least, apparently. We're going to be staying in single digits, according to the Weather Network, anyways. So it is what it is. I remember, what was it, the 1st of April? Or no, 1st of March, sorry, was, I think, bass season. And I used to take our daughter to 50 Point back when they had a stocked pond there. And, we'd go fishing and bring the kids to the pond and catch fish. And boy, that was a lot of fun. I'm sad they stopped doing that.
Oh, that big Turkey Point. Did you say Turkey Point? Holy jeez. When I was 16 years old, I had this old Harley, and I drove up there, and I had a wire fall off, and it was dark, So when the wire fell off, everything went dead. The bike went dead, and the OPP guy came over and wanted to give me a ticket, and I talked him out of it. Oh, well. Anyway, okay, 3760, I want to make an announcement again. I did it on the Lake Ontario net there yesterday. 3760, Randy, VA3XV is running a net at 8 o'clock every night. So if you have 80-meter capabilities, or you want to try and tune up that long wire that it's a long wire on 40 meters will actually work on 80. You can try stuff out there. Mac already checked in there last night, so Mac, if you're listening, thanks for doing that. And one other fellow from Hamilton checked in too, Mark B3RYI. He checked in and Randy mentioned him. But Randy was one of the regulars on our net when we were on 80 meters. So he knew Mark, and I think he knows Mac too, just from being on that net. So anyway, that's it. I think there's a contest coming up this weekend that everybody will be in, but I haven't got it with me here right now. So anyway, and the Ontario QSO Party's coming up in April. That's one for all us Canadians to get in, at least give some contacts out, if nothing else, and work that fellow out in BC or somewhere else, or maybe down Nova Scotia or Labrador. Okay, and that's it for me. Chuck, thanks for letting me in. B3BK.
Yeah, absolutely there, Rick. Not a problem. I know we have a couple of Russian contests. The actual Russian DX contest is this weekend, and the Popov Memorial Contest. That's for CW and Sideband. And yeah, then the Virginia QSO Party. So I don't think it'll be too busy this weekend, so people can probably enjoy hunting or activating POTA. So there you go. Anything else there, Rick?
Yep, hey, Pota's a good standby, and you can always tune your radio to around and find out what's on there, because that's when I worked some really good DX, just turning the dial and, oh, who's that? You know, it's been good, and sometimes it's not planned, you're not there on purpose, you just happen across them, and there's somebody else on frequency, they're calling CQ, and you answer them and have a chat with them. So, yeah, turn that radio on, and, have fun on HF. Yeah, I was reading something about the new type hams. Think that you're better off to buy an older HF rig. Somebody that's experienced can figure out all those menus and stuff. But better off to buy a 100-watt radio, even one that's a few years old, rather than some of these ones that have tons of memory in them and they only put out 5 watts. And that was the opinion of a couple of guys that are new type hams. So, that's something to look into too there, Chuck. V3BK.
All right, Rick. Well, thanks for that information. And 3760 at 8 p.m. My antenna does not do 80 meters at the moment. The auto tuner won't tune it. So we're gonna have to wait for warmer weather to see about getting on 80 meters. Of course, I can listen there, but no transmitting. And of course, tomorrow Rick will be on with Marty VE3QEE at 3 p.m. for the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum net on 7.100 between 3 and 4 p.m. tomorrow. Join Rick and Marty and say hi. Also, during the day, every weekday from 1:30 until 5 is the Nickel Belt net on 7250. So from 1:30 in the afternoon, right after eCars is over, the Nickel Belt net from Sudbury, VA3NBN, I think it is, Rowley, uh, uh, passes the net controller over to some American net controller stations, and they alternate Canadian stations, and they relay back to Rolly. Rolly says hi, and so on. So if you're not doing anything, check that out, as well as the Maritime Mobile Service Net on 14.300, and that starts at 1 p.m. every day. I'm not sure how long that goes. I think till 5 as well. So those are two nets during the afternoon. If you're not doing anything, check those out. I sometimes live stream those nets on my YouTube channel. So there we go. All right, Rick, thanks for your check in. And let's see, is there anyone else out there wishing to check in on tonight's net? This is VA3CJZ.
Sure, Chuck, it's Cal. Just passing by on my way somewhere, so I thought I'd give you a quick in and out.
All right, VA3 Charlie Delta Victor. You are in the log, sir. Thank you very much. Everything okay with you?
Yeah, I forgot about the net, to be honest with you. I always look forward to it, and so I've got something else I got to do. Otherwise, I would have probably shifted things around. But anyways, Chuck, I'll probably catch you next Wednesday, and take care.
All right. Well, Cal, just go to your phone, open up the calendar, and put in the AREG Net at 8 p.m. and it'll tell you every week, 10 minutes before the net starts, or however you want to set it. So that's what I do with things that I need to remember. I either tell my Amazon assistant in the house to remind me, or my phone. So you got to use the technology at hand. But no worries, Cal. Thanks for stopping in. I do appreciate your check-in. Anything else, sir?
Oh, that's it. Good advice there, Chuck. I should probably do that. Anyway, 73. Catch you soon.
Okay, just so you know, you're a solid S7, full quieting, good audio. Thanks, Cal. Anyone else out there wishing to check in to the longest running simplex net in Hamilton, the AREG Net? Please come now.
Question.
Yes, Rick, go ahead.
Hey, did you get your audio all set up? I haven't gone on YouTube, so I don't know. And I missed the first part of your net, so anyway, the new computer, how's that working out?
Oh, it's fantastic, super fast, and it's beautiful. I just had an issue with the radio sound, the sound that comes out of my radio. I have it coming in to an external sound card, and for some reason my streaming software was not picking it up, and I figured out what it was. It took me, well, a couple of days. Well, I've only got this on Monday, so I've only had it for, 2 days. So it took me a while to figure out why it wasn't picking it up, and it was a setting in the audio controls on the computer that was using enhanced audio. So I eliminated that, and voila. So we are back to streaming online now with YouTube. Hopefully it sounds okay. Nobody's given me any indication that it isn't. I just have to adjust the latency speed when I do the next video because apparently there's a, I don't know, 10 to 20-second delay. I much prefer 3 to 5 second delay. So we'll have to do that next time.
Sounds like fun. Good luck.
Yeah, and I didn't do a straight transfer from one laptop to the other. I started with a fresh, clean slate here. So there's a lot of files from the other laptop that I have to transfer. That's pretty much. And I have to get another TQSL certificate for my LOTW to be able to work. So yeah, we're getting there. All right. Anyone else out there wishing to check into the net before we move on to On This Day? This is VA3CJZ. All right. Like I mentioned before, uh, I don't have all my files that I had on the other laptop, so I'm guessing that we are at On This Day, week 267. Let me pull up the live stream here, and I'll be right back. All right, so we're going to start with today's famous birthdays, March 18th in history. And we start with the year 1496, and we have Mary Tudor from the British royal family. One of the earliest Tudors is Mary Tudor, daughter of Henry VII of England and Queen Consort of Louis XII of France. Uh, of course, she was born in a palace in England. 1496. The Tudors go back to a little earlier than 1496, but not a lot. So, yeah, they go all the way back to the mid 1400s. Next, born on this day is Rudolf Diesel, born on this day in 1858. He is a French born German engineer who invented the diesel engine. Of course, with the name Diesel. Born in Paris, France, and he died in 1913. We have a Canadian connection next. In 1868, Maud Abbott was born. Maud was a Canadian physician and a world expert on congenital heart disease. Born in St. Andrews East, Quebec. She passed away in 1940. Next, we have Cluny McPherson, born on this day in 1879, another Canadian, doctor and inventor of the gas mask. Born in St. John's, Newfoundland. Cluny McPherson, or you got to roll the R's. Cluny McPherson. There we go. That's better. All right, next we've got another Canadian, born in 1881, Oliver Siebert, a Canadian Hall of Fame hockey player who was elected in 1963 to the Hockey Hall of Fame, born in Berlin, Ontario, and he died in 1944. Born in 1886, Edward Everett Horton, an American vaudeville, stage, silent, and sound screen character actor and narrator. But what he's most famous for is being the narrator in the cartoon The Rocky and Bullwinkle Show. Remember, there was a guy that used to talk about how the scene would play out? Well, that was him, Edward Everett Horton. He died in 1970. Born in 1898, we have Jake Swirbul. Swirbul. He's an American aviation pioneer and co-founder of Grumman Aircraft Engineering Corporation. They're now known as Northrop Grumman. They're big, big, big in aviation and space. Uh, Born in New York, and he died in 1960. Jake Swirbul. Next, born in 1909 on this day, is Ernest Gallo. He's an American winemaker and co-founder of E&J Gallo Winery in Modesto, California. And he died in 2007. Wow, that means he was 98 years old, I think, when he passed away. Lived a nice long life. Where's Chris? Born in 1947, Barry Wilson, a British rock drummer for Procol Harum. Remember the song Wider Shade of Pale? He was born in Edmonton, London, and he died in 1990. Next, we have another drummer, Born in 1950, John Hartman, an American rock drummer for the Doobie Brothers. Remember China Grove? Born in Church Falls, Virginia. He died in 2022. Born in 1959, Luc Besson, a French producer, writer, and director for the film The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis. Born in Paris, France. Luc Besson. Queen Latifah turns 56 today. Born in 1970. American Grammy and Emmy Award winning rapper, actress, and TV personality. Born in New Jersey. And finally, born in 1979, Adam Levine, the American singer with Maroon 5, and also a television personality on The Voice. Born in Los Angeles, California. Before I move on to who died today in history, do we have any comments, questions, or check-ins for tonight's net? Please come now. All right, then, so let's carry on to who died today in history, March 18th. And we start with the year 1314. A sad day indeed. Jacques de Molay, a French last Grand Master of the Knights Templar, dies burned at the stake by King Philip? It doesn't say here. He was 70 or 71 years old. Wow. All right, dying in 1947, William C. Durant, an American automobile pioneer for General Motors. William C. Durant. He died at the age of 85 back in 1947. This next guy, I just love his name. Dying in 1964 is Norbert Wiener. Can you imagine growing up in school with a name like Norbert Wiener? A double whammy. First and last name. He's an American mathematician who founded cybernetics. Dies of a heart attack at the age of 69. Dying in 1965, we have Farouk the First, and he is the last king of Egypt. He ruled from 1936 to 1952 is when they stopped having kings in Egypt. Dies at the age of 45. Dying in 2001, John Phillips from the Mamas and the Papas. American singer and guitarist. Remember the song California Dreaming? I used to sing that all the time when I was a carny because I always wanted to go to California. And I used to sing that all the time out loud. And one day my dream came true. He was 65 when John Phillips died in 2001. 2010 was the year Fess Parker died. That should sound familiar. Fess Parker was an American actor. He was in the movies Davy Crockett, Old Yeller, Daniel Boone, and many other movies. He was 85 when he died in 2010. Let's see now. Isn't this next guy the grandfather of rock and roll? Chuck Berry died on this day in 2017. He's an American rock and roll guitarist and singer-songwriter. Roll over Beethoven. He was 90 when he died in 2017. Wow. He had his shares of getting in trouble, though. I remember they busted him for pot. as they did many, many musicians. So that's it for people dying on this day. Any questions, comments, or check-ins, please come now. All right, let's move on to today in history, and we go all the way back to the year 37 AD. The Roman Senate annuls Tiberius's will and proclaims Gaius Julius Caesar Augustus Germanicus, aka Caligula, as the Emperor of Rome. Caligula was the third emperor of Rome. And let's jump up to the year 1314. We just mentioned Jacques de Molay, the 23rd and last Grand Master of the Knights Templar, is burned at the stake by King Philip IV of France. That's the only part that I was missing earlier. And according to legend, in the year 1325, Tenochtitlan is founded on this date on an island in what was then Lake Texcoco in the Valley of Mexico. So it was on an island on a lake in Mexico. Is that the Maya or the other ones? Forget now. All right, let's jump up a couple of hundred years. In 1662, we have the first public bus service begins, promoted by Blaise Pascal, and operates in Paris as the Carrosse à 5 sous until 1675. Carrosse à 5 sous means carriage for 5 cents. So a 5-cent carriage ride was a bus service back then. And then in 1673, Lord Berkeley sells his half of New Jersey to the Quakers. That's interesting. Didn't know that. Lord Berkeley. Now here's an interesting fact. In 1766, Britain repeals the Stamp Act, which had caused outrage in colonial America and helped lead to the American Revolution. So I did some digging, and the Stamp Act of 1765, a year previous, was a direct tax imposed by the British Parliament on the American colonies, requiring many printed materials, such as legal documents, newspapers, cards, to use stamped paper from London. It was meant to pay for defending the colonies, but caused widespread intense opposition, fueling the American Revolution. There you go. And on this day in 1850, Henry Wells and William Fargo formed the American Express in Buffalo. In 1870, Lake Merritt, Merritt, in Oakland, California, becomes the first U.S. National Wildlife Refuge. 1870. 1881, Barnum and Bailey Circus, traveling as the greatest show on earth, debuts at Madison Square Garden in New York City after the merger of two existing circus groups, which was the P.T. Barnum Circus and the Bailey Circus. So there you go. In 1882, Morgan Earp is assassinated by outlaws while playing billiards in Tombstone, Arizona. They depicted this scene in the movie Tombstone with Kurt Russell. So he was killed while playing pool. In 1892, Lord Stanley presents the Silver Challenge Cup for hockey, which later became the Stanley Cup. So that goes back to 1892. In 1899, Phoebe, a moon of Saturn, is discovered by William Pickering. Yeah, it's hard enough to find a new planet back then in 1899, let alone a moon of Saturn. Very good. Let's jump to 1915. The French battleship Bouvet explodes, and 640 people are killed. And here's one I never understood. In 1922, on this day, British magistrates, which is basically judges, in India, British magistrates in India sentenced Mahatma Gandhi to 6 years imprisonment for civil disobedience. 6 years for disobedience. That's crazy.
Therein lies another example of the slavery that the English monarchy and their overriding conquest of nations that they claim to be helping. So it was nothing but overall slavery. But nonetheless, we stand on guard for thee.
Yeah, and I was just reading, or I saw a video about the British Empire was the largest empire the modern world has ever known. So, yeah, crazy stuff for disobedience. Wow. All right, thanks for that, Mac. Um, let's see. Any last minute check-ins for tonight's net, or any questions or comments? Please come now. All right, in 1931, on this day, the first electric shavers go on sale in the U.S. by Schick. First electric shavers. 2 years later, in 1933, Radio Club de Mocambique, first radio transmission. Now, I thought it was a typo because it doesn't say Mozambique, it says Mocambique with a C. So I'm wondering if they later changed the name to Mozambique. But regardless, it was their first radio transmission. And then in 1948, Philips began experimental TV broadcasting. 1948. Then in 1965, Poppin' Fresh, the Pillsbury Doughboy, is introduced. 1965. I remember that. Also, in 1965, the Rolling Stones are fined 5 British pounds each for public urination. And you gotta go. You gotta go. Also, in 1965, Soviet cosmonaut Alexei Leonov leaves his spacecraft Voskhod 2 for 12 minutes and becomes the first person to conduct a spacewalk. On this day, 1967, the Beatles single Penny Lane single goes #1. No surprise there. And in 1970, the NFL selects Wilson as the official football and scoreboard as official time. I didn't know Wilson made a scoreboard. And in 1977, The Clash released their first recording called White Riot. I'm not sure if I heard that, but I used to listen to The Clash way back, so I might have. White Riot. Oh, I wished I would have been able to go to this one. In 1978, 250,000 people attend the rock concert California Jam 2 in Ontario, California. I would not get to actually I lived in Ontario, California in 1989, 1990. So that's funny right there. So I researched the headliners, and California Jam 2 was held on March 18th, 1978 at the Ontario Motor Speedway in California, featuring a lineup headlined by Aerosmith, Santana, Hart, and Ted Nugent. Over 250,000 fans attended the festival, which also featured performances from Foreigner, Dave Mason, Frank Marino, and Mahogany Rush, Bob Welsh with Stevie Nicks and Mick Fleetwood, and also Rubicon. Interesting. Wish I could have gone. And in 1985, Major League Baseball Commissioner Pete Uberroth reinstates Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle, who had been banned from baseball after accepting jobs with gambling casinos on Atlantic City, New Jersey. Um, yeah, so just for getting jobs for casino means okay. I'm glad they were reinstated. Other than Nugent, that would have been a great lineup. Well, you don't like Ted Nugent? You crazy, that guy. On stage, but he's a really intelligent person. Uh, Kills his own meat himself. Anyways, let's jump to 1991. The Philadelphia 76ers retires Wilt Chamberlain's number 13 jersey. In 1992, American pop singer Donna Summer gets a star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame. I was lucky enough to walk on Hollywood's Walk of Fame, and actually, I got to go watch a movie inside the Gromans Theater, where all the old time actors and actresses had their handprints in cement out front of the theater there. Boy, that was an experience. In 2002, we have the 17th Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees: Isaac Hayes, Brenda Lee, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Gene Pitney, the Ramones, Talking Heads, Chet Atkins, and Jim Stewart. Interesting. All right, two more. In 2018, we have the first fatal accident involving an Uber self driving car hitting a pedestrian in Tempe, Arizona. And finally, in 2019, champion racing pigeon Armando the Lewis Hamilton of pigeons sells for a record $1.42 million in Belgium. I didn't even think they had racing pigeons. That's funny there. Well, that's it, folks, for On This Day. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did researching it and telling it back to you folks. With that, before I start a 7-3 round, is there anyone that wants to sneak in there for last minute check in or comment or question? All right, let's go to the top of the list. I doubt that VE3 PDL is still there, but let's try. Next, we have VA3 IMW Mac.
That's me. That's me. It's Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Looking forward to everybody saying hi to us tomorrow night on the Lake Ontario Radio Club net on the simplex frequency 446.125. Thanks for doing this one, Chuck. Always a great way to spend Wednesday evening. Happy hump day to everybody. It's all downhill from here into the weekend and into spring. Thank you very much, and 7-3.
All right, Mac, and thank you for backing me up for the YouTube stream tonight. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make it, but I guess I came through at the last minute there, but thanks anyways. I look forward to checking in with you tomorrow at 7 p.m. on 446-125. Take care, Mac. Good night. All right, next, Wade, Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha.
VA3 CJ's at VA3 NCA. Yeah, Chuck, thanks again for another great Wednesday, way to spend a Wednesday. And yeah, I meant to mention, I did send you a DM on Discord, but I know you don't visit Discord very often. Go ahead and check that whenever you have a moment, or maybe I can find a better way to reach you. I have a cable for you for your battery, but I have some questions about the other end, because you're going to need to be able to plug that power pole battery connection up. Anyways, we can take this offline, I'm sure, but I just wanted you to know that I have something here for you that I can send your way. But there's a little more we got to figure out, so you have something to plug it into. Anyhow, all that said, thanks for doing it, as always. Always a pleasant way to spend a Wednesday, and thanks so much for doing it. VA3 NCA, back to you, 7-3.
Okay, Wade. Well, I can definitely, well, I'm going to have to reinstall Discord on this computer. And, geez, I forget how I'm going to reach you guys there on the, on our Discord. So maybe send me a link to that too. Send it to my email or something. So I'm just bare bones right now on this new laptop. So it'll take a bit to get everything in. Okay, Wade. Thanks. I appreciate it. All right, Matt, I believe is next. VE3 Sierra Mike November.
Thanks, Chuck, for another great net. 7-3 everyone on the net and on the stream. And if not before, we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good night, everyone.
All right, Matt, thank you so much for sticking around and being part of the net and participating in the trivia. Hope you had fun. I know I did. Take care, my friend. 2 more sleeps till Friday. Next, let's bring in Mark, VA3 Mark Hotel Victor.
VA3 CJZ, VA3 MHB. Thanks again for doing it, Chuck. I particularly enjoy the trivia, so I had fun with that tonight. Nice to see everybody in there on the stream as well. Say hello to Albert up there in Barrie if he isn't in bed already, because he might be. That's about all I got. Everyone have a good rest of the week, Chuck. Thanks again for doing it, and I look forward to next Wednesday. VA3 MHV.
All right, very good, Mark. And I also look forward to next week. As soon as I'm done the net, it's a lot of fun. So thanks again. Let's bring in my neighbor on the half a watt handy talkie from Mount, where the hell was he again? VE3 BNW.
Yeah, I'm back on Big Radio now. VE3 BNW. Yeah, I was down by Mount Albion there in King Street area.
That's it.
Half
Mount
a watt.
Albion.
That's another radio I resurrected, an old Yaesu VX5R. I like the little radio, works great. 6 meters on it, dual band, and receives everything good net again, and we'll check in again next week. Everything goes well. V3 BMW.
All right, Bill. And if throughout the day you need a radio check or anything, you know I'm always monitoring this frequency. If I don't answer, it's because I'm probably getting a cup of coffee or something. All right. Thanks, Bill. Have a good one, and we'll clear with BMW, and let's bring in Larry, VE3 LBI. You still there, Larry?
Oh, yeah, we're still here listening along there, Chuck. No problem. All right, yep. 7-3s, everybody. Have a good week. What's left of it, and a good weekend coming up. So, waiting for those warmer temperatures to get here, that's for sure.
Yeah, you and me both. Absolutely. All right. Well, nothing we can do but wait, Larry. It's not like we can do a dance, like a rain dance, but the opposite. So yeah, it'll get here when it gets here. Thanks, Larry. Look forward to checking in with you on the Friday night ZOE Rag Chew. Next, let's bring in Steve, VA3 November Fox Golf. VA3 NFG. Steve, you there? All right, let's see if Rick is there. VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
We're still here listening along there, Chuck. Just some news from Australia. I talked to Reg on Teams, and
Oh yeah.
he is starting to look pretty thin there. But anyway, he's keeping up good spirits, and I'll talk to him every day on DMR. So, anyway, I'll keep you posted on that one. And anyway, on Friday night, this past Friday night, we talked to him before the net, and he checked in on the net as well, and the flying pig net, he did that. He came in at the very end and thanked Ron for running the net, and that net is worldwide. It's too bad it's on the same time Larry's on. Anyway, thanks for doing the net there, Chuck. Sounds good. The part I heard the last part from the time you heard me before. I've been listening. So 73 for now, and that you get all that stuff in the computer, you'll have no problem probably with the new one. Anyway, 73 for now, B, and 73 to everybody on frequency, B3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Okay, Rick, very good. Yeah, thanks for your check-in, and unless anything goes wrong, I'll be on tomorrow at 3 o'clock with you guys, and I'll say hi. So let's clear with Rick, and I think that's it. Cal, I wonder if Cal is listening. VA3 CDV. All right, well, nothing heard, and so including the YouTube check-ins, I'll have to double check. But I have a total of 16 check-ins tonight. That's with call signs. Thank you all so much for checking in with me. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I look forward to doing this all again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. This is VA3CJZ Chuck in Hamilton saying so long for now. Be safe and be kind to one another. 7-3 all.
Rick, VE3 Bravo Quebec, VE3 BMW. You still there?